Hi, my name is Tim Ludwig with Frazier. I've been with the company here for about 25 years and very excited to show you something that's quite frankly groundbreaking in terms of what I've seen happen in our industry over the years. There was the Zoom technology, reduction enlargement, but now there's something very impressive. I think not only is going to excite you, but also help work for your company. The system here comes in a variety of configurable options. Most impressive today, what we're going to do though is show you, the interface here, which is, as you can see right away, a large screen, a little over 10 inches in terms of the LCD, full color and easily configurable to what you need your departments to do. And I'm going to show that to you right now. So step on up. One of the first things that you mentioned was the capability for security. But what I'd like to do is go over all the aspects of the unit, including security, workflow, authentication. I think you also mentioned you were looking to scan to a folder as well as email. And so I guess before we get started, is there anything else that you wanted to add? Oh, okay. Well then, I guess if we can show that the equipment can do that, I'm sure you'd probably be prepared to go ahead today. But the first thing in terms of security is just a simple little swipe that would allow the users to get into the system. We could also use, if you've noticed, a mag stripe card, as well as simply logging into the unit. So from a security standpoint, we'll come back to that, but that's how we would log into the system. One of the first things that you'll notice is the screen has those icons that possibly you'd be looking for, is fully customizable, and quite frankly, we can have it as robust or as limited as you'd want. Right now, we have an address book, the copy function, email, and the EOBs. The benefit to you is that different departments may have different needs. We've been extremely successful in the healthcare field, so I'm sure you'll welcome some of those benefits as well. From a standpoint of being able to authenticate, you could go in and have the people simply go in. I'm going to sign back in a little bit again here, either through LDAP and have them come in to log in just like they'd be logging into their computer. And so you know exactly who's using the system, for what, and it tracks all that for you. The one thing you did mention was the application of scanning the EOB, so I'd like to show that to you. We just come into the EOB, and you probably all receive these at home. It's a basic EOB. And really what we've done, and our company has done with a couple local companies, is configure this so that we could come straight in, an end user can just come in and touch the system and simply scan those EOBs with a couple keystrokes. The benefit there is that it's very accurate. We know it's going right into the EOB, and it starts the process of a workflow for them. What we'd like to have is the capability to eliminate some redundant duties over and over, so they can just come up, hit EOB, and it goes right into their system. The other thing that we've heard from some of our customers, in particular one company called Lehigh Area Medical Associates, is some of the benefits they've received is being able to actually get faster reimbursement for those EOBs, so that they can come up, send those EOBs. If there's questions from the insurance company, they can automatically look that up and answer any questions to get that faster reimbursement, which a lot of folks are looking to do. One of the other areas that you were mentioning was as there's increased cost for energy through PPL, UGI, a lot of electricity is increasing. Their rates. The unit is extremely energy efficient. It has a power management. Simply go into the home settings here with the little home, come into your settings key, and from there you just go into user control, and you can set the unit up for whatever you think in terms of how you'd like to power up the unit in the morning, turn it off, anything like that. It's not available for everybody, so also really nice here is a slide out keyboard. We'd have someone log in here. You have to actually type it in properly, the admin code. Okay. User control. And default settings.
Okay, that's good. Okay, fine.
Log in. From there, what we're going to do is just come down to, we're going to back up there, and it will just show you the different parameters there in terms of the time frame that you have. User control. Under energy save, and down below your settings. So you could go right into the power management, and it's just going to show you every 60 minutes is the preheat, and then down below Monday through Sunday what the time frame is of when it's actually being turned on and off. A little quicker here probably if we would do some training for you. But it's going to go ahead and turn on and off for you in those designated time frames. Maybe you do it in some areas, not all. The main benefit is that you have the capability of saving money and electricity in areas that you can do that. One of the things that we found in terms of the interface here is that as people are doing more and more scanning, you notice it has a tilt display here for different people, and the end users certainly like your slide out keyboard for the naming convention. Just thought I'd share that with you. Some of the other things that we have that you mentioned and wanted to talk to was the ability to scan to a folder. So we're just simply going to come up here, take the original, place it in the feeder. It's a duplex feeder, so it's going to scan both sides simultaneously for you. We're just going to come over, hit a network folder, and then from there select where we want it to go, the network folder that we have, and hit the start key. The main reason the functionality of something like this is going to be a benefit is you have many users. They could go ahead and scan that information in, and multiple people could go to that same folder and pull information from it. I'd like to share your experience some of the other folks have had that use this product. They find it very easy to use, and again, configurable for what that particular department would be. As you can see, the copy quality on it is phenomenal. So it's a 1200 dpi resolution, and certainly can be impressive to use for any presentations and or marketing material that you might want to use. Different function here that you have, just from a copy standpoint, is coming up to the device. There's and you can use it in copy and or scanning function. We could come up, hit the preview key. What it's going to do is basically show you on the screen here what's been scanned. I will just sort of increase that a little bit so you can see what we're dealing with. But whether you're scanning something or copying something, you know what images have been all scanned. If one is upside down, we could go ahead and turn it the other way. There's also a capability here of doing an editing function. So we could just come in, specify the area that we'd like to eliminate. Maybe it's something that's confidential. And from there, what you're going to do is just specify the range, and we just go ahead and touch, very simple, the start point. And you can see that it gives you actually on this right-hand side the coordinates of what we've touched, and then the end point from there. And from that point, you could go ahead and just execute and print that out. So it's pretty nice in terms of editing something, or just from a confidential standpoint of actually go ahead and printing that out. So from a standpoint of confidentiality, you might want to take out a Social Security or something that pertains to the procedure of those EOBs. And you can see it doesn't take a real long time to go ahead and make those changes. Just an example how that might work for you. So we're really excited. We've placed a ton of these machines, quite frankly, at some different hospitals, as well as practices similar to yours. I know you wanted to take a look at the workflow. That's sort of how that, we do that through the, again, the EOB key, so it's really easy for you to come in and have your user just get into that. We can scan to a network folder. There's some complex, I guess you'd call, copy jobs that are made easy through some editing functions. And overall, it's just been a great performer. And from a standpoint of one of the other things you talked about was being able to stay within your budget. I think we definitely can do that after reviewing that, and has been, a great running machine in terms of the cost productivity of it. Comes in at right around $350 per month. And so I guess what I'd want to know is, do you want your IT group to actually install the product to your network, or would you like to use our folks to get that installed? Oh, okay, you want to use our folks? We'd be more than happy. Have a site survey that will get filled out right for you. Thanks for stopping.